Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. I am a ranger here at Hueco State Park and Historic Site, and I want to thank you all so much for joining me for our Reading with a Ranger program. Today we'll be reading Fry Bread, a Native American family story. So this book is written by Kevin Noble Maillard and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal. And she actually got an award for her beautiful illustrations in this book. And before we go on, I want to show you all this really cool page right here. So hopefully you can see that. So on this page and on the back cover, these are all different names from many different communities, nations, and tribes of indigenous peoples. And I think that's really cool that he included that in this book. So again, fry bread. And do you know what fry bread is? So the author compares this to, there's a lot of different types of bread out there in the world. There's naan, there's tortillas, but something very similar is sopapillas as well. So it is a batter that you fry up in a pan. And by looking at that pan, looks pretty good. All right. Fry bread is food. Flour, salt, water, cornmeal, baking powder, perhaps milk, maybe sugar, all mixed together in a big bowl. So on this page, you can see each kid has a different ingredient, and she's going to be the one to mix it all together for them. Fry bread is shape. Hands mold the dough, flat like a pancake, round like a ball, or puffy like Nana's softest pillow. So each kid is helping out, even the smallest one, to make that fry bread. Fry bread is sound. The skillet clangs on the stove, the fire blazes from below. Drop the dough in the skillet, the bubbles sizzle and pop. So they're all enjoying the different sounds while they're making their fry bread. Fry bread is color, golden brown, tan, or yellow, deep like coffee, sienna, or earth, light like snow and cream, warm like rays of sun. So you got your tan, your yellow, your light like snow and cream, and dark like earth. Fry bread is flavor. See beans or soup, smell tacos, cheese, and vegetables. Delight in honey and jam. Rise to discover what brings us together. So your fry bread can be savory, salty, or it can be more like a dessert, sweet. And that person all the way over here is actually the author of our book. He's teaching the next generation how to make fry bread. Fry bread is time. On weekdays and holidays, supper or dinner, powwows and festivals, moments together with family and friends. So they're all helping. I know especially when my family gets together and cook, we all learn so many different things from people who've been doing it much longer than we have, and it's a really special time. Fry bread is art, sculpture, landscape, portrait, our daily craft, shared from teacher to student, a cycle of heritage and fortune. So she's teaching them how to make baskets, and they're learning how to make dolls. Well, sort of learning. Fry bread is history. The long walk, the stolen land, strangers in our own world. With unknown food, we made new recipes from what we had. So they're telling the kids the stories of their community and the peoples before them as well. So just imagine if someone came to your house and they were a stranger. You might be a little confused, maybe a little worried as well, right? Fry bread is place. Alaska, Kansas, all the way to Maine, down to Delaware, on to Georgia, over to Oklahoma, Colorado, and California. Cities and lands we call home. So it looks like they're on the beach. You can see some islands over here. Some are on the sand, and some are hanging out in the water. Fry bread is nation. Abenaki, Apache, Arapaho, Ojibwe, Onondaga, Oglala Sioux, Narragansett, Navajo, Nipmuc, Seminole, Shoshone, Sac and Fox. Hundreds and hundreds of tribes. So they're talking about all the different communities around the US. Fry bread is everything. Round, flat, large, small, north, south, east, west, brown, yellow, black, white, familiar and foreign, old and new, we come together. So this is one of my favorite pages. One, because I really like watercolor, and it looks a lot like that's what they used here. But also you got, your moon, the stars, and all the family together looking up together. And just sharing that moment. Fry bread is us. We are still here, elder and young, friend and neighbor. So all the characters, all the people we've seen in the book are all now here on the same page. We strengthen each other to learn, change, and survive. So they're about to dip into that fry bread. The cat looks a little concerned. You also have a picture up here, and that's actually the author's grandma or great aunt. And she showed him how to make fry bread. And finally, fry bread is you. Little baby's enjoying his piece of fry bread. The author also included his recipe for fry bread. He made a little tweaks to the original recipe, but I offer you to give it a try. And that is going to be the end of our book, Fry Bread. And I really enjoy fry bread just because, well, first off, beautiful illustrations, and it's a story that so many of us can connect with. We all have family, friends, loved ones, and they all, just want to share time with each other and together with you and teach you something new, maybe a new recipe like fry bread. I know my family, my grandparents have taught me how to make cookies, how to make tortillas, and I want to pass that down to others as well. But also, you just want to spend time with your family and loved ones because, they can share stories of our communities, of our families, and I think it's really special. But thank you so much for joining me today to read Fry Bread with you and together, and I hope you all have a great day.